A staggering surge in asylum seekers as the city and state face off in court in a battle over the right to shelter and the dire need for state and federal help.
More than 104,000 asylum seekers have come through New York City since the spring of 2022, and more than 3,000 arrived here just last week alone. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer here now with more.
Well, Christina Maurice, with the new shelters filling up rapidly, there is more pressure on the White House and the governor to do more to help the city. But White House reluctance means the court battle will put Kathy Hochul on the hot seat. And from Israel, the mayor warned again that all New Yorkers face dire consequences if she doesn't step up.
No one should be surprised at what we are facing, because if we don't stop the flow and if we don't allow people to work, this is going to have a major impact on every delivery of service for the city of New York.
Mayor Adams in Israel, city officials here in New York, pushing for more help in coping with the ever-increasing flow of asylum seekers coming here.
We need placements outside of New York City. I think that's very important for us to see our way through this.
Deputy Mayor Ann Williams-Issa making the argument city attorneys made in court that the governor needs to sign an executive order forcing localities to welcome asylum seekers into their communities. Legal aid attorneys joining the city.
We would all be better off if, the governor would take control of the situation, would ensure that people could go where they need to go.
The governor was nearly 250 miles away, eating a hot dog and extolling the virtues of the New York State Fair.
The 800-pound butter sculpture. This is epic. I love this.
City officials say allowing the migrants to get work permits would help dispel some of the reluctance of other localities to put out the welcome mat.
Having work authorization will make it much easier for us to help resettle migrants to other jurisdictions, many who right now are hesitant because they don't want to have a group of people that are in their towns or in their communities that can't work.
There's a lot of misperceptions around who migrates during forced migrations. A lot of times people think it's the poorest of the poor. It's usually not. It's usually people who are professionals, people that were in the middle class, people with real trades and skills.
The governor, a Buffalo native, has repeatedly resisted that, mainly because of local resistance. She apparently doesn't want the right to shelter law to be applied statewide, which is ironic because at the state fair she talked about the many problems faced by local farmers, including
finding workers, another enormous challenge, something I'm working hard on every single day.
Well, after the court hearing, legal aid attorneys said there was more cooperation between the city and state, but there's a long way to go before an agreement can be reached. The negotiations continue. Maurice and Christine.
Thank you, Marcia.